So what about i'tikaf and family? So I've seen in many occasions different scholars from different lands. They would, if asked, I want to go in i'tikaf, they would always ask, one of the first question is, how's your family doing? How's your family doing? Have you, because you have responsibilities to your family. If someone's planning on doing i'tikaf for the last 10 days, you have to front load your attention to your family. Front load your share of spending time with the children, taking care of things and so on, before, right? In a normal case. Then when the time arises to go on i'tikaf, then it's reasonable. Generally, if it's an A or B situation, right? It's the night of the 17th, you're thinking day after tomorrow or whatever, I want to go in i'tikaf. You have to keep in mind that fulfilling the rights of your family as befits your circumstance is a religious duty. It's a wajib. Going in i'tikaf is a general sunnah. It's an emphasized sunnah for the community. At the personal level, it's an encouraged sunnah in any given year. Because you don't have to do it that year. You could do it later on. But it's not an individual emphasized sunnah. It's a sunnah. So if it's A or B, only a fool would give precedence to a recommended act over a religious responsibility. In a healthy relationship, because we know from the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ that the Prophet ﷺ made i'tikaf, we know through clear text his wives made i'tikaf too. Right? Other female companions did it. How did they do it? That you make arrangements as a family. You make arrangements as a family. So these things should be planned out. Okay, this year I'm going to make i'tikaf. Next year you could make i'tikaf, right? And you work it out in a good way. And sometimes you make the intent, I would do it, but it's not feasible right now because, especially if the children are small, and there isn't extended family and stuff. It's dhulm. You're doing a recommended act, you're depriving your wife of being able to do even the emphasized sunnah of taraweeh. Right? For example. And there one looks at feasibility. Sometimes you can't do something completely, you do the best you can. You do the best you can. Right? That you do some nights. Now, this is a matter that's differed upon, but for women, one of the great opportunities for i'tikaf, and it's particularly useful if you have children, because there's two types of i'tikaf. There's the specific emphasized sunnah i'tikaf, which is emphasized sunnah at the level of community. And it's the most virtuous individual i'tikaf, which is i'tikaf of all the 10 nights of Ramadan in the masjid. But there's a general i'tikaf, which is sunnah throughout the year, a recommended sunnah, which is for men, anytime you enter the masjid, you can intend the i'tikaf. And this is particularly recommended in Ramadan. So you're not able to spend days in the masjid because you have responsibilities, work, this, that. But let's say Saturday morning, pray Fajr in the masjid and stay there till 9, 10 a.m. and then get home. Or 9 a.m., get home, rest for 2 hours, and then you're with the family responsibilities. Right? So you can do i'tikaf by night or by day at different times. For women, in the Hanafi school, you can do i'tikaf at home as well. This applies at any time in the year. If you have a musalla, a place of prayer at home, which can be just anywhere, you just have it doesn't have to be permanent. I normally pray in that corner. So you put out a prayer rug or whatever. And so that's your musalla. You can intend the i'tikaf there any time of the year. So Dhuhr prayer is coming. When you are going to go to pray, you're going to sit for a few moments before, a few moments after. You intend the i'tikaf and you're rewarded for that. What is the i'tikaf? Is that you are entering in a state of devotional seclusion for the sake of Allah. It can be even a few moments. That's a great opportunity any time in the year. Right? You've finished your responsibilities, whatever they may be, wondering what to do. Just say, okay, I'm going to go sit and make some dhikrs, reflect, read something beneficial for 5 minutes. And go to your musalla and intend the i'tikaf as well. It doesn't just have to be prayer. Men cannot intend the i'tikaf at home. But it's recommended for men as well, and there's many hadiths related to this, to have a musalla in one's home. And we have several hadiths of different companions who asked the Messenger of Allah ﷺ to come to their home, and they asked him to pray in their musalla. So they do their congregational prayer in the masjid, but to have a place where they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is something you can do in Ramadan. You can make i'tikaf in the masjid if you wish. Even the same, with respect to men, it could be anytime you do go to the masjid, intend the i'tikaf. But you can also make i'tikaf at home. Your home, you want to engage in some extra worship, you could do that there as well. And that's a major opportunity, that it's a door of good that is open for us.